Peace and blessings, everyone. I've been in a lot of conversation last few days with some people commenting on my video for my political party legalizing same-sex marriage. And it's been between me and several Christians. And during it, this issue came up about free will. And one of the major points that Christians make as to why we get punished by God is because we have free will. We are free to make the choices that we make. And being taught right and wrong, if we choose to make that wrong choice, then justifiably we should be punished. Well, I've always really questioned the concept of free will. Specifically, what exactly is free will, and how much control do we have over it? Basically, free will is that, once again, we as human beings, intelligent beings, knowing right from wrong, being conscious of ourself, our surroundings, on a daily basis, in any and every situation, we're able to make a choice. I'm doing this or doing that, going left, going right, up or down, right or wrong. We have the choice. Unlike animals, and some of them will say that human beings are animals, another discussion. But unlike cats and dogs and lions and tigers and bears, we can think about our action beforehand. We can decide if we want to do it or not. Now, there are a few things about free will, about if we really have control over any and every thought and action we do. First off, if you think of it biologically, we are at the mercy, at the wiring within our brain. So if any little synapses is off, any little piece is missing, or too much of something, too little of something, extra growth here, whatever, it affects our total thinking. Sometimes it affects our bodily functions. We're a victim to, we are at the mercy of our brain, of our mind, of the wiring. And we have no control over that. We have no control over if our mind, if our brain is 100%, if you will. Think of a mentally challenged person. They're not freely choosing to be that way. It's because of a missing wiring, something that's wirings are across, if you will, and it affects their ability to comprehend and to think. So that eliminates their free will. They don't really have that much of a choice in the things they do. Now, and I stated this in a previous video, if there's such a state of not being whole or complete, where someone is mentally challenged, then you have a spectrum, a line. You have perfect, if you will, here, and you have imperfect there. Now, somewhere along this line, you become mentally challenged. You lose control over some of your cognitive ability. So as you go up and down this line, at what point do you lose some of that ability? do you lose your free will, your ability to make choices and decisions completely and wholly on your own. And that's something we need to discover. So, to me, that eliminates us having true free will. I mean, it's showing improvement. It shows that we don't have it. And the thing is, like I said, I got in this conversation with Christians, and they argue all day that we do have free will. And as a matter of fact, a friend of mine who is a Christian, he told me one day that there's no such thing as mental illness. There's no such thing as schizophrenia. No such thing as being chemically imbalanced. No mental illness whatsoever. He says that people are mentally ill because they want to be mentally ill. So once again, he's staying with the free will idea that they choose to be mentally ill. They choose to be mentally challenged. And I cannot fathom, I cannot see any way that makes any sense whatsoever. But once again, he's sticking with that's the only way it can be if there's free will. And true, that will have to be true. If free will is truly free, if we really have full control over everything, of all aspects of our thinking and actions, then that will have to be true. That somebody who is schizophrenic is that way because they want it to be that way. So, like I said, I think that mentally challenged goes against being such a thing, which will make you have to question what is being said in the Bible, or the Bible, or maybe the validity of the Bible. And before I get off, because I see it's going to lead me into speaking of the Bible, what I came up with is that, okay, we can have free will, right? But we only have it. We're only free to make decisions, to make a choice within the limits of our choice-making ability. You understand what I'm saying? Only if I have the ability to make a choice, to understand, can I make that choice. If I don't have that ability, then I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not possible for me to do it. I think I'll leave that there, and I'll go off into the Bible in another video. God bless. Peace and love.